Hello, in this video we're going to be using Chrome Spray. Now there are dozens of videos on YouTube on how to decant them and use them in an airbrush, or to lay them on with a brush, or to use them in an aerosol can. Most all of these videos deal with spraying them on small automotive parts for models, airplanes and automobiles, whether it's bumpers, grills, or wheel covers. In this video, we're going to use them on cast resin parts for vintage vehicles. They get a lot of use, so therefore I want to see how durable they are, how well it matches actual chrome, and the ease of use. Here at Knob Soup, we recast vintage steering wheels, restore, mold, and cast dashboard knobs, escutcheons, and rubber items for antique, vintage, and classic cars. Arranged on my table here are a lot of Lincoln Zephyr items, reproduction items that I make, and I think they'd be great candidates for this chrome spray that I'm going to be using. The first one here is the escutcheon for a 1936-37 Lincoln Zephyr. I make these out of plastic, but the originals were a chrome-plated tin. The handle goes on there and with the knob. And the next one is, this is a small reflector that goes on the back of a 1937 taillight assembly. This is a reflector that goes below the taillight, and as you can see, it's got a chrome bezel, and it would be, again, a perfect candidate to try out this chrome spray. Again, I make this in plastic. And this one is a reproduction of the Lincoln Zephyr horn button from 1937, 38, and 39. They used the same horn button for 3 years. This is an original. It's chrome-plated over brass, and the field is generally painted, but a lot of restorers just keep these as chrome, and again, this would be an ideal item to spray paint that chrome. And the last one here is the 1938 ashtray and glove box pull. They're originally made of a nice soft yellow. For 39, they made them out of brass, and then they chrome plated them. These, by the way, are extremely hard to find in any kind of condition. So if I can make the soft yellow resin one look like chrome, that'll really be a bonus. Now the chrome spray that I will be using is Revell Chrom Spray. All of the experts on YouTube say that this is by far the closest that comes to looking and feeling like chrome. Since this reflector is so hard to get a masking tape around the lens, I'm going to use some Frisket. Hopefully it'll work to mask off that chrome part I want. Using a light spray, I tested it on a black spoon. After being satisfied, I went to the 1937 escutcheon and then to the reflector on the taillight. From there, I did 3 1937 horn buttons. The black one and 2 green ones. "10 days have passed since we painted them, and it's given more than sufficient time to cure, harden up, and so now we're going to take a look and see what the results are. This is the 37 escutcheon for the door window crank. It looks really nice. It really looks nice. The next one is the little reflector on the taillight, below the taillight, with the chrome bezel. And the next ones are the 337 horn buttons that I did, the one in black and the two in green. This is the original horn button in brass with chrome plating over it. And as you can see, the chrome on this original has worn down a little bit. But let's take a look. The first one I did was the black one. And let me get a pointer. Now up close, it didn't flow as nice as I wanted it to out here. And I don't know if the definition is as nice as I want. But that's not bad for the black one. Now let's go with the other one, the other two green ones. This green one has a lot of stippling here and up along this ridge. So it didn't flow out as nice. The last one is the best. Now I accidentally touched it after I painted it, and so you're getting a little bit of fog up in here. There's a little bit of fog right here. But the definition is really good. And this one, out of the three, is the best. Now I'm going to see if I can get rid of that fog, either maybe with a little bit of carnauba wax, and see whether I can take that out. You can see that it's come off on my pad. Let's see if I've ruined it. Oh, well, I don't know. I think I may have made it worse. Let me go hit it with a buffer. Well, I went and hit it with the buffer, and I actually made it worse. So even though this horn button smoothed out and is the best, you really can't take out any blems with paste wax and or a buffer. Here is the 37 three-legged horn base that these go into, so that I make. And let's put this reproduction horn button into it and see how that works. From a distance, it's okay. So anyway, those are the three horn buttons. And the last item that we painted was the glove box pole and ashtray pole from a 37. This is the brass one. And this is the reproduction. And of all the things that I painted, this came out the best. This came out absolutely beautiful. The face is beautiful. The backside, everything is just lovely on this. In my recommendations, you could put this on a 39 Lincoln Zephyr, and if you're not going to touch it, and you're probably not because it's going to be on the ashtray pole, no one uses ashtrays, or the glove box pole. There are two glove boxes, one by the driver and one by the passenger. The one by the driver you're never going to use, so you could put that on the driver's side glove box. And as long as you didn't open and close the passenger side glove box, that would be okay. Let's see how it did on durability. It's actually pretty durable, but as you can see, with the regular paste, it didn't do so good. The pulls for the glove box and the ashtray are gorgeous. They're absolutely beautiful. The escutcheon for the 37 window crank It's also beautiful, and it probably will not be handled very much. With the horn button, I'm not so sure. I think I'm going to have to respray it and then put a coat of clear over the top of it. And perhaps put clear over all of the objects that I sprayed here just to protect them. I tried 5 different clear top coatings to see whether I could cover that chrome, and each one fogged it a little bit. The best one that I could do was this Pledge floor finish. And as you can see, it also fogged it, but it was the least of all of them. This side here was coated, half of it, and this side off to my left was not. So my conclusion is that unless you're never going to touch the object, in order to use it for an automotive purposes, you're going to have to cover it with some kind of clear top coating. And I don't know if there's one out there yet that coats it perfectly clear. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And give me some comments. Hopefully there'll be a lot of modelers that will give me their critiques on my work. So thank you again.